Welcome to the Breaking the Silence podcast. I am your host, author Nikki Nicole. Here I believe in winning together and creating a safe, supportive space for people to share their stories and start their healing journey. My passion is to help people confront hidden battles, embrace their truths, and take steps towards a more fulfilling life. Every episode is designed to break the silence on topics that often go unspoken, leading to conversations that uplift, inspire, and transform. Join me as we break the barriers and find strength through shared experiences, one story at a time. Hey everyone, welcome to another powerful episode of Breaking the Silence. I am your host, author Nikki Nicole, and this is the platform where the light shines on incredible people who are doing great things and making a difference in the world. Together, we will uncover untold stories, break barriers, and challenge the norms to inspire change. So let's get ready to be inspired, learn, and join this movement as we break the silence on issues that matter and bring awareness to the great people in the world. So let's dive into this amazing episode I have for you today. Today's guest is Deria Stukes. She is so amazing, y'all. She is an author of the pole to the pulpit, a celebrity makeup artist who has been grateful to have the opportunity to provide beauty for an event for Nikki Minaj. And she is the CEO of DJP Cosmetics. She was born in California and raised in Detroit, Michigan. She is also a PK with a story that will blow your mind. She lost it all just to gain it back multiplied. From the pole to the pulpit to fame, she leads with vision and determination, inspires through her books, and enhances natural beauty as a makeup artist with a journey filled with resilience and faith. She has also been featured on so many platforms, including Sick, Saved, and Defeated, Transparency Talks podcast, the Unleashing Potentials podcast, New Being Talk Show, the JQLM Radio, and so many more. I am so grateful to be a part of this number. So, after her countdown, please welcome this amazing woman to the platform. Hello. How you doing?
Hey, thanks for having me. Thank you
Thank
for having me. I'm so excited about today. Thank you.
Thank you for accepting my invitation and being a part of my platform. I'm so excited about this interview. I was like, you know what? I gotta make this right. I gotta get it right. So tell everybody. I know I done gave you this. You have this amazing bio, but tell everybody a little something that I didn't say about you already.
Well, I'm a mother of four, a wife, of course. Yeah, just me.
Now, when I was looking at your other episodes, I realized that you were in South Carolina at the point. Are you still in South Carolina? Because I know you were saying you was going to move.
Yes, we are actually traveling back and forth from South Carolina to California, but right now California got so much going on. My husband and I just built a property out there. It's been over a year and a half, and we had a house built from the ground up. To transfer our businesses and everything. God has so many amazing opportunities for us, and we're just so excited about it all. But right now we are in South Carolina.
Yes, you've had an amazing journey. I was listening to your story about how you was getting ready to move to South Carolina and you didn't have, everything together financially, and you went and played with $500
Yes,
and
yes.
won all that money. I said, boy, if that's not God's alignment.
It's God. It was definitely God's divine alignment and timing. And a lot of people don't understand. This is what God wants us to do. He wants us to be in alignment so we can catch and get what He has for us, so we don't have to miss that exit. It's just like I explain it to people. It's just like you being on a road trip, and when you're driving, and it's the next exit is like 20 miles from that exit. So if
Mhm.
we miss that exit, then we got to drive all that long time or go that long route when all we have to do was just come up off the exit. And half the time it be fear that cripples us, because before then I was like, I was debating about, coming to South Carolina. My response to God when He told me, I was like, God, I ain't got no family out there. So I was more concerned about the things that I need not to be, concerned about.
I'm originally from South Carolina. I was born and raised in South Carolina.
Wow, my husband is too. Awesome. Yep,
Nice, nice.
awesome.
Man,
Actually,
I said,
Manning, South Carolina.
okay, okay. See, I would say the place. I'm gonna say the place. He may know where Mullins is, but Mullins is a very small town, but it's by Florence. Florence,
Oh,
South.
okay. So yeah, he knows.
Yeah. Oh, man. So how did you and the makeup brush meet?
Interesting. Interesting question. Well, me and the makeup brush met when I became a stripper. I was a stripper for over 10 plus years. And I want to say probably about my fifth year, I really like started to, get into doing my makeup myself, because I'm one of those girly girls. I like to get, and still I like to get my makeup done. I like to get my hair done, even though I am gifted to do it myself. I just like that pampering. It's such an experience. You know what I'm saying? To get your face done, especially when someone knows what they're doing. Because half the time I don't be feeling like doing my own makeup at times. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to somebody else and making them beautiful, come on, I'm slaying it. But sometimes with me, I just be wanting to get pampered. I just really want to get pampered.
So what do you say to the people that, say, you know what, I don't really like makeup. I like natural beauty. How do you sell to a person that really believes in natural beauty and doesn't believe in putting makeup on?
So that's a great question too, because one thing about my products, it don't make you look like you have on so much makeup. It's a very good product. My product is good, and I'm not just saying it because it's my product, but
Mm.
I really have an amazing product, where it don't feel like you have on makeup, because some other brands, when you wear it, your face feel heavy. You got on makeup. With DJP Cosmetics, when I tell you it's light as a feather and it's full coverage, like I don't have much on my face now, and it's my brand, and I feel light. Like I remember one time I did my makeup. This may sound crazy. I did a whole nice beat. And I had showered after that. And I took the towel and washed my face because it felt like I had nothing on. And I was like, oh my God. And my husband was like, what's going on? I said, babe, I just washed all my makeup off. He's like, how did you do that? I was like, because it felt like I had
Well,
nothing
and
on
nothing.
just in that split time. Because other makeup that I have used, it feels like you have on makeup. You just know that you have on makeup. Anybody that purchased my product, I have a client that's still a client and been a client for 4 years now, buying my product. She used to be with what is the big brand that buy the pink Cadillacs and stuff for people?
Um, oh gosh, Mary Kay.
Mary Kay. She used to love it. And when she tested DJP Cosmetics, she walked away from Mary Kay. No
Whoa.
disrespect. I love Mary Kay and the best thing that she's doing out here. And even though as she's resting, her legacy still lives on. But I got a client that was a client and they no longer
But you
wear.
know what? People get used to a certain product and
Absolutely.
they get, they're like, I'm not moving from here because this is the biggest name yet. So that's
Yes.
amazing that you had a client
Yes.
walk away from somebody big like Mary Kay.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and she brought several other women with her, and they be ordering up everything, like everything. I just had a sale for the New Year's, going into the New Year's, like everything on my site was $5. When I say they cleaned me out. They cleaned me
To
out.
God.
I had to go to the warehouse to see what I had in storage because they cleaned me out. Yeah.
Boy, so I noticed when I'll be really intrigued and stuff. So you said you had makeup for vegans. Did
Yep,
I say that
it's a
right?
vegan product. Vegan product, meaning that it's no chemicals, no anything in it. It's no anything that can make your skin react or anything like that. It's pure, if I
So
must say.
people with eczema, that would be good for people with eczema.
Absolutely, because my daughter, she had eczema, and she has it no more. I'm not saying that my makeup cured it. No, I'm not saying that. But she started using my makeup, and she don't
It
have
didn't react.
outbreaks or anything like that on her face, because she would usually get it like back here, and sometimes up under the eye. None of that. None of that. None of that.
So how did you birth this vision? And you say, you know what, I'm gonna do makeup. I'm gonna make my own makeup. I'm gonna brand this. Where did that come? Did you just wake up one day and say, you know what?
No, I actually didn't. But like I said, being becoming and messing with the makeup, it was birthing in me while I was a dancer. And so I used to use a big brand. I'm not going to name their brand. Their brand is amazing. It's just not for me. um my face reacted really, really bad to it, and I was so scared because growing up I didn't have acne. I didn't have none of those type of problems. So yeah, my face reacted really, really bad, and I was so scared because I didn't think that my face would go back to the normal form, or the rashes and everything that was happening. So I prayed, and I just talked to God about it. I said, God, what can I do? Because I can't have this happen, not just to me, but to nobody else. So God told me, vegan. And so I started to look into it. And then after that, I started to look into the vendors who actually was using vegan products, because you have some people say, well, my stuff is 100% vegan, and
And don't
it
be.
don't be it. You know what I'm saying? They may have some stuff of vegan, but not whole, vegan. So I got the perfect vendor. Me and my attorney, we looked over their stuff. We looked over everything that they have. They have the papers. So my business actually have papers, and everything was listed in my product, so people can see, hey, this is real deal. So we went in and put our little mixture together. We got in the lab and started doing our thing. And when I say boom, it came out, and it came out amazing, and everything is
That's nothing
amazing.
but God. That's nothing but God. I'm telling you, you got
It
God
is.
all over you. That's nothing but when you can't explain something,
Absolutely.
that's God. That's
Absolutely.
God. So how
Ab-
are you wearing all these hats? Now you're an author, you're a makeup artist, you're an entrepreneur, and you're a mother and a wife. Now
yes.
we know them two roles of mother and wife can be the biggest roles of them all. But how are
You
you managing to wear all these hats and still
walking
be still?
walking in grace. I just say it's grace, the grace from God. And I give myself grace too as well. For the longest, I carried my family on my shoulders. When I was a dancer, I had to provide for my family, mother, family. Everybody would come to me, hey, friends of the family, hey, can you help me? So I'm used to it. I'm used to juggling on and taking on so many responsibilities. The thing is that I saw the vision where God want me to go, even as a stripper. I knew I wasn't going to be in that lifestyle long. I did spend a long time in it, but when God showed me the vision, I knew I was the chosen one out of my lineage, out of my family, to break burials and generational curses. So only way that's going to get done, nothing is going to fall into our laps. God gave us the ability to gain wealth. That's in his word. So if he blessed my hands and gave me all of these gifts, I can't go bury them. I have to put them to work. And one thing about alignment, when we put our works in alignment with God, everything flows smoothly. At times it was hard. I'm going to tell you, it was extremely hard, frustrating. Like, wait a minute, I'm planting all these seeds and where's my harvest? So it would get frustrating, but that frustration part, it built character in me to be patient, because you got to be patient in this business. You got to be patient in any type of business that you are in.
Yep.
So patience was a fruit that I came out of with, knowing how to communicate with people, knowing how to just address situations, just anything, you know what I'm saying? Knowing how to handle, transactions, whether they're small or big. It taught me a lot. That dark place taught me a whole lot. And I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
Faith was a person. Mm.
You know what? My husband looked at me like I am like loony, because my faith is really. I'm like, babe, we can go and do that. He'd be looking at me like, girl, what funds? Even though we have fun, be like, I ain't spending that on that, babe. God got us. If He tell us to do it, it's His bill.
I'm
And
telling
he
you.
just be looking at me. He looks at me like, and then boom, God do it. I don't be like, I told you so, but it's to help him too. You know what I'm saying?
But faith without works is dead.
That's it. I listen. I believe God. I believe God. God tell me to do something, I'm I'm rushing to do it. Because if He tell me to do something, especially if it has something to do with financial anything, oh, He
Mm-hmm.
gonna take care of that, because He have shown me over and over again. He has shown me so many times that He will provide. And when I came down here, when I finally moved down here in 2020, the barriers of robbing Peter to pay Paul broke off of my life. When I say broke off of my life, when I got down here, I thought I was going to be working for somebody. God said, all types of supernatural funding started locating me. When I say that's a real thing, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
When it's
I
for you,
mean,
it's for you.
huh?
When it's for you, it's for you. Your name was on it.
That's it. That's it. But the thing is, we have to be in alignment. If,
Yes.
if if we are in alignment with God and what He's telling us to do, now we can get in alignment with other things and do other things and begin to struggle, because it's something God ain't called us to. But when God called us to something, you will know, because it'll be effortless. It'll flow. You may have some bumps in the road because the enemy don't want you to get what God has for you, but it's going to flow. I mean, it's going to flow, and you're going to see it. You're going to see the progress in it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it may go slow, you will see the progress in it.
It's funny you said that, because I just told somebody, it may have been on an interview, I don't know. But I said, anything that's for you and that's in alignment, there's not going to be a tug of war with it. It's going to
Absolutely.
just flow naturally.
It
Like you
is.
said, you're going to have some stumbling blocks. You're going to
Yeah.
have, some things going on along the way, but
Hmm.
you're still going to make it to your destination.
Absolutely. You're going to see the progress. You're
You're
going
going
to
to see
see
the
it.
progress. So
You're going to
that's
see
funny you
it.
said that, boy. Alignment is
Mhm.
real.
You're going to see it. You're going to see it. I'm a dreamer. I dream a lot, and God speak to me through my dreams and visions, like open visions and stuff. Um, it's just amazing, because years ago, the things He used to show me, I'm like literally doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wow. Like, even with my product, like we have an amazing deal waiting for us in California, for DJP Cosmetics. I mean, huge. And I just got selected to do this big reality show, and I'll be announcing it soon. But yeah, it's just so much. It's so much. Like, when God said that He will pour out blessings more than enough, than you can receive it all. That's how it's like everything is spilling over. It's spilling
Mhm.
over. Like,
It's
and I'm
funny you
just
didn't take
like,
no
okay,
detours.
God. But yeah, I'm excited.
You didn't take any detours. Most of the time in our lives, we make things harder for ourselves. Just like you said, getting on the wrong exit,
Hmm.
turning down the wrong road,
Hmm.
going down these dirt roads that we know we didn't have no business on, because
Hmm.
we didn't take the time to listen to God
Absolutely.
and where He was trying to take us. So now,
Absolutely.
since we changed the narrative, we got to go around the bend and back again.
Woo. Listen, I've been there before. I tried to do it my own way. Even though I knew God was like, hey, this is what I want you to do. I tried to skip around the corner and not take the way he told me to take.
Mm-hmm. Not to
And
bring
it did push me back, so it was a lesson learned, and we're gonna learn as we grow and as God, take us, higher and higher wherever else he want to place us. But I have dreamed about rooms that I'm in now. When I say literally, I used to always think like, why am I dreaming about all these celebrities? When I say I used to dream, I was so young. Like, why am I dreaming about these celebrities? Why am I dreaming about the Kardashians? Why am I dreaming about these people? And I have been in rooms
with these people.
with these people. Even the people that we see going down, I was stand front center in rooms with them. You know what I'm saying? Just because my presence was requested to be there. This is how God would do. He said he would bring us in front of great men. He would do that.
Yes,
And
he
I have
will.
seen it. I have seen that. I'm so excited about all the upcoming projects that I'm working on. I mean, man, I'm blown away. I'm literally blown away because it's happening.
Right. It's
It's
happening.
literally happening, and when it happens so fast. And then boom, before you know it, you like, wow.
Didn't
You literally look back over your life. You know what I'm saying? But when I think about it, I thank the Father for all of it, because I thank God for stripping me from characters that could
mm-hmm.
have hindered me from
Mm-hmm.
getting in these rooms. So
Yes.
once again, I appreciate my darkness because it helped me. That
Yes.
dark place is a good place. When I
Mhm.
say, most people may get it confused, no, that set aside and hidden place that God have you in, so he can just deal with you. And sometimes it can be uncomfortable. I
Right.
call that a dark place, because you trying to figure out like all this tug of war, what's going on. But God is like, hey, I need you to stop. I need you to pay attention to where I'm trying to take you. So let me help you with this characteristic that you got. Whatever attitude you got, I need you to bring it down a notch.
That's it.
I need you to know how to speak to people. I'm gonna give you this language so they can understand you when you walk in these rooms.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you walk in these rooms, they looking at you like, wait a minute, she don't really look like us, but she sound exactly like us. You
Mm-hmm.
know? And me being a saved woman now, I'm going in places, they like, okay, wait a minute, she look like us, but when she talks, she sound different.
Mm-hmm.
But like, wait a minute, it's something unique about her, you know? And that's that place, sitting in that place with the Father and just let him have his way.
But a lot of times we think that when we're going places and we lose a person, or
Oh
maybe
man.
something, we think that
We
it's
think
the
our
end of the
world is
world.
over.
Yeah, it's the end of the world. But you know what? It's
No.
really true though, Daria, that everybody can't go with you.
They can't. You know how many friends I lost in 2024 and in 2023? I have zero friends. The women that I thought was my friend, well, I can't say that I thought, because God was showing me everything. He was showing me the red flags and
Yep.
everything. And I'm such a good-hearted person, literally. If I call you my friend, baby, I'm riding for you. We riding
Right.
like bad boys.
Yes.
And these women, they had hidden agendas. They couldn't stand my growth. They would be commenting, oh, congratulations, or not even congratulate me out loud, but say, I'm happy for you, friend, or this, and that, never support me. It's okay. But have hidden agendas. Like, God, when I say I be praying, God, expose whoever don't need to be in my life. And you gotta be careful what we ask God, because He gonna do it.
Oh,
He
yes, he
gonna do
will.
it. And literally, having people around you that's not supposed to be around you can literally hinder your
Hinder
growth.
your growth.
It
Yes.
can hinder your growth. It can stop a door from being open. And that moment, in that season, like that exit you were supposed to come up off, but you still holding on to Becky and her crew, and they're not supposed to be with you, because if when you get up there, Becky and her crew is going to turn against you, and then you're going to be all discombobulated and not be able to function to get that bag.
You better come on with it. You better come on with
and
it.
get that bag, because
Woo.
it's a bag waiting for us all.
Yeah.
And this transfer, this wealth transfer that's happening, everybody in their politics. Listen, I ain't getting into what politics talking about, but I'm getting into what Jesus is telling me. Because a
Mm-hmm.
wealth transfer is happening. And listeners, if you ain't got a business, go start you up a business. Get you a EIN, a LLC, and then
Yeah.
turn around and get your stuff trademarked. Listen to me. I'm telling you, you have to have these three things to be able to qualify to get this wealth transfer, because it's going to happen so fast.
Fast.
It's going
Yes.
to happen so fast. And you got to have a business. Just like when the pandemic happened, they had the ERC for people who had businesses. They don't
Mhm.
care how long you were in business, as long as you had a business, long as you had your EIN and your LLC and all this stuff, and during those, before those little time frames, you had access to big funding.
Yep. Yep.
Big funding. And we as Black folks, as individuals, African Americans, come on, we got to do something.
Do better.
We got to do better. We can't be complaining about, well, they are, well, guess what? They own their job. They doing what they supposed to do. And we sit up here complaining because we ain't getting out here getting it.
They don't hear you though.
We got to get out here and get it, because it's for us to have.
It's
It's
for.
our birthright. It was given to us before our birthright. Like, it was given to us before the world even started, before God. It was already given to us.
Mm-hmm.
If he had given us dominion over everything, what are we doing?
What are we
Why are we
doing?
not speaking to these things and commanding these things and demanding these things to come forth?
Exactly.
Because they're
Exactly.
going to do it.
They gonna do it.
It has to obey, because the greater one that is in us.
But
It
see,
has to.
I think that has a lot to do with people not knowing who they are, and fear. Fear
Yes,
can
fear could
fear
cripple
and
you.
rejection stop you from doing a lot of things in your life.
It re- Listen, it stopped me. It stopped me for so long. Like, I was a dropout. I speak about that in my book. I dropped out in the seventh grade. But guess what? I went back to school and got my diploma.
Look
I
at
went back and got my diploma. And guess what? I just got it. I just got my diploma. And it's been so many years
you.
from since
Wow.
then. It's never too late to get your life together. It's
Oh,
never too late. I
oh,
owed that to myself, because I
yes.
was robbed of all of those years running the streets, selling drugs, dancing, prostitute, anything you can name. I did it. Stealing cars, all of that. I owed that to my teen self. Baby, go back and go and get your diploma. And guess what? I didn't do prom. I didn't do none of that. But guess what my husband said? He said, baby, when they have a prom somewhere, I'm taking you to prom. Let's
Oh,
go, baby. Because I cheated myself. I robbed myself of a childhood, because I was introduced to so many things. I was exposed to so many things. It wasn't my fault, but what I had taken in at such an early age, being four, being molested, I ain't supposed to know nothing about no sexual activities or any type of feeling
all
of a
right.
sex at the age of four, you know? And so that stayed with me growing up in my teen years, until God got hold of me and broke that stuff up off of me. So, me being my age now, which is 39, I'll be 40 this year. I owe all that good stuff to myself. And guess what? I'm getting it all.
Get, get
I'm
it.
getting it all.
But
And
you
guess
know
what?
what?
No, a diploma don't make a person. A college grad don't make a person. It doesn't. But guess what? It feels good when you accomplish it.
Right,
It
right.
feels great when you know where you done came from somewhere and from a dark place, and you start getting these things. It really does feel good. To
Yes.
come home and look at my diploma, like, look at you, girl. You look at you. You and God did that. It feels good looking at it. It really
But you had
does.
to have that. You had to have that Job experience,
Oh,
and I
my
think
God.
everybody has to go through that Job experience in their lives.
Yes, yes. I have had a Job experience. I have had a what you call it, Joseph experience. I feel like that's where I am. Like, God has taken me to the palace. I feel
Mhm.
like that's where I am, because I have been slandered by, um, I just always felt like the black sheep in my family. I always felt like that. I always felt attacked. I always felt like I was jealous. They was jealous of me. Like I always felt that because I didn't understand, why are you acting like this to me? Like all I wanted was to be around. All I wanted to do, but me having this leader spirit on me, always being a leader
Mhm.
in who I am, because guess what? Joseph was always a leader.
Yeah,
Even though he was a baby brother, he was always born to
always,
be a leader.
always.
Always. And,
Mhm.
and that aura that flowed from him, they couldn't understand it. Oh, he think he's better than us, or and that's how I was
Mhm.
viewed. That's how I was viewed.
Phew. And that leads me to my next question. Now, you become an inspiration to so many. How do you stay grounded and true to yourself and face the pressures of the world, all these expectations as a public figure, especially with all these trends running around? How
Right.
do you still stay authentic?
You know what? Because I learned and I noticed that me being truthful with myself and being truthful with people, one thing about me, I have never been afraid or ashamed to tell people what I'm going through. People are like, why are you telling people that? Because it's something I went through and it's somebody that needs to know. So being true with myself and being true with the Father first, he helps me. He helps me. Me not holding on to shame, because shame keep people bound too, and that
Yes,
that that can help. When people learn how to let go of shame, it can free them up and they can be their authentic self.
yes,
Because
yes,
some people be full of shame, and really that shame is something that they holding on to very pricey. When I say pricey, meaning that shame can turn into a big blessing,
yes,
and
yes.
they don't know.
And
They
sometimes
don't
your
know
story can help
because,
somebody else.
huh?
Your story can help the next person. Somebody's going through the same thing you went through.
Absolutely. And it is somebody else that's going through it. And
Mhm.
most people, I was full of shame too. I'm not gonna lie. I slept on my book for so long. I slept on that book for so long. And
I
when I
got to get
started
them.
writing it, that's when my deliverance began to come forth. That's when I started to feel like me again. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, I can talk about stealing cars. I can talk about the abusive relationships I was in. I can even talk about the witchcraft that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I was tangled in some stuff.
Mm.
My book, this book here, it's so powerful, and it ain't even a crumb of my
Mm.
testimony.
Yeah, because you said you have a series coming. So
Absolutely.
that's just the beginning.
Absolutely. And I'm finishing up on my second book.
Mm.
My second book for Deria's testimony. It's deep. It's even becoming, it's going to be a doc series. It's going to be a documentary series, and also turned into a movie. We have that in works now
Go
as
ahead
I
and
speak. Oh, I'm going to use everything God gave me to bring him glory.
better know it.
And guess
You
what?
better
He's going to blow on it. He's going to bless it. It's going to multiply. So why am I holding on to this shame again? Why am I holding on to these things that happened to me? It was for my good. It
Mhm,
worked together for my good.
mhm.
I can't hold on to these things. No, I want to see what God going to do with this mess.
But you
He
know
turned
what?
this mess into something positive.
Everybody has, I really believe everybody has the opportunity to be great because
Yes.
God gave us all talents and all our talents make room for us.
Yes, it
But
does.
it's all about what we do with our 24 hours. Every
Absolutely.
every hour, every second, every minute counts in your life. And people think of it that way that, okay, they say no, tomorrow's not promised. No, the next minute is not promised.
That's
You could
true.
be going the next minute. So you
True.
have to count your blessings and count your days as if it's your
Absolutely.
last.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely. But you know what? I feel most people pain in their struggles because a lot of people be gatekeepers.
Yes.
But they run into me. I'm not a gatekeeper.
Me.
Anything I can help you with, I'm going to help. Any resources that I have, guess what? And another thing is to pray too, because you have some people that will misuse resources. And
Yes.
that's anything that's attached to me and that's tied to me. no, my name is clean. I will not allow nobody to mess it up and dirty it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing of having discernment too when you're dealing with people. When you're
Yes.
dealing with people who you need to help, God, hey, do I need to help him? How far do I need to go while I'm helping them? You know what I'm saying? But you have some people that will misuse that because they're not ready.
Yes, but you
Because
know
they're
what?
not.
God sometimes puts you in people's lives. I had to learn this the hard way, though, Derry.
Mhm.
God will place you in somebody's life
Absolutely.
just for the moment to help them, but you might not need to stay there with that person. It was for
Right.
you just to help them. He's using you to help
Absolutely.
them and move on to the next person
Yep.
and to help them. But
Absolutely.
sometimes we get comfortable and
Yep.
we stay there, and that's why we
Get
get hurt.
comfortable. Very comfortable.
That's why we get hurt.
Be very, very comfortable. Speaking of that, once again, I talk about it in my book. I was married before, and I knew I wasn't supposed to be with this person because God told me, and I stayed there because I was comfortable. I was like, okay, God, you can change anybody. I was trying to be his God in his life, and he didn't want nothing to do with me nor God. He just wanted to use me up, use up all my resources and everything else. Only beautiful thing that came out of that was a son. We have a son together, and he's a young prophet, and he is so well mannered and so respectful and just the sweetest thing. And I thank God for it because guess what? He's supposed to break those generational curses coming from that line.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about that. I'm
Absolutely.
excited about it.
So you got to tell me before we get off it. We got to talk about how was the experience of being in the presence in these rooms with
Uh-huh.
celebrities, and one of them being with Nicki Minaj.
Oh man, it was so like that nervous feeling in your stomach, and you just didn't want to do too much and mess it up. But I was being my authentic self, and that's what caught, my brand got selected to be
Mm,
at her mother's birthday bash. That was
that's
right.
big.
Yeah, so my brand got selected, and when I was in the room, I was being my authentic self. I was having fun. I was showcasing my makeup. I was helping the ladies with the lipsticks and like, look, this color be pretty. I was being me, talkative, people's person. I was being my authentic self. Not only that, that huge opportunity came, but other huge opportunities came in that
Mhm.
same room where I
Yep.
got hired on the spot to be a makeup artist for a huge fashion designer. uh, Adrian Alicia, I love you so much. I'm shouting you out. His name is Adrian Alicia, and he's out of New York, and he is an amazing designer, a huge designer. And he said, how long are you going to be in New York? And I was like, well, I don't know, for a couple of days. He was like, you want to work for me? I was like, me? Yeah. So he was like, well, okay. I'm hiring you to do the makeup for my models. And I was like, me? You want me? He was like, is that your makeup? I said, yes, everything. He said, that is gorgeous. So he hired me. I came to the place where he told me to come, and I did his models, and we have been locked in ever since.
Look at God.
And not only that, I met someone that was really, really close to them, Nikki and her mom, and they were in the retail where they could get your business in
Mhm.
Walmart, Target, and all of those big things. And that's what we've been working on. And it's mighty funny that like all of this stuff is happening and people are pulling their stuff out of Target and all of these other places who are, listen, it's a wealth transfer taking place and people is losing their minds.
Yes.
Okay. They
Yes.
making it a black and white thing. I don't care how it's seen. I'm making it a God thing because God know what he's doing.
Okay.
But when he's changing the guards, guess what? Some people got to pull their stuff from the shelves to make room for the people who is supposed to be there. You know,
Supposed to be there.
for people who's supposed to be
Yes.
there.
I
The
agree.
people
I
who's
agree.
supposed to be there. So, I'm excited about all of that that's coming up for DJP Cosmetics. We will be in stores near you. So I'm excited. I'm
I'm,
excited about everything, like literally everything.
I'm happy for you. So now we're down to the last moment. These are the questions that are going to be out of the box. I did this one time with another guest, and I just started keeping it. I said, I'm gonna keep that running because it's making the guest think. So I
Mm-hmm.
have about 4 questions that are
Yeah.
out of the box for you.
Okay.
So if your life was a sermon,
Mm-hmm.
what would the title be?
Ooh, my life was a sermon. What would the title be? Hmm. Dang, that's good. Cause I got a lot of deep ones. Whew, crossover. Uh, sermons. The palace. uh, mm, wow, a lot of them. Wow, that one got me like, you know,
You're
like
gonna be
yeah,
thinking about that one,
yeah.
huh? So if your journey had a soundtrack, what song would play during the moment when you realize your purpose and how that song reflects your emotion and your determination behind your mission?
One more time, if
If
I
your
had.
journey was if your journey was a soundtrack,
Mhm.
what song would play during the moment you realize your purpose?
I would say yes by Shekinah Glory.
Oh, that song. Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
yes. Because even though I'm there, I'm still giving God my yes.
I love that. I love that. Ooh, two more. If your life's work could be summed up in one powerful slogan or mantra, what would it be? And how would that phrase inspire others to embrace their resilience and authenticity in their own lives?
Give me that one more time.
All right. If your life's work could be summed up in one powerful slogan or mantra,
Mhm.
what would it be? And how would that phrase inspire others to embrace their authenticity and their resilience in their own lives?
That one got me in the chokehold. And one just slogan. Let's see. Yeah, that one got me in a chokehold. Can we go to the next one?
Oh man. That was good. Okay. So what does the word freedom mean to you? I heard you in one of your episodes talk about freedom.
Yeah. Freedom to me is when you remove every barrel, everything that want to barricade you down, anything that was holding you up, that you're no longer letting it hold you up. Anything that irritates you or piss you off is no longer doing those things. It's no longer like you are free from it. You know, it is you're moving with purpose and not concerned about what had held you down. You know, freedom is on so many levels. It's on so many levels because man, to be free, it feels good.
Good.
You're
Yes.
not worried about nobody's opinion about you. You're not worried about how people view you. You're not worried about none of that stuff. Like you're not letting none of those things hold you back.
Oh, man. You're
That's
right.
freedom.
Freedom feels good.
Free. That's freedom.
Man.
That's freedom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
When I became a full-time podcaster, it's like the change just released.
Yeah.
And I
Mm-hmm.
just felt free. I was like, man, I just love it here. I
Yeah.
love it here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely relate to that. That it does. It's good. You don't
Yeah.
care about nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing nobody says. No, nothing nobody does. All you focused on is your mission, your work, what you're trying to do, and that's it.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
All right. So this is the moment where we do the 30 seconds of fame. I like to call it BTS 30 seconds of fame. So I'm gonna run your countdown.
Okay.
Your countdown, I want you to give some advice to the young generation, some advice to our community, some advice to women to empower them, and to let everybody know how to follow your journey, how to purchase that amazing book, and what's coming up for you in the year of 2025. Now, after the countdown, you're gonna be up here by yourself. I'm gonna be here with you, but I ain't gonna
Okay.
be on the phone with you. I like to tell everybody that because they be like, "Oh Lord, I'm gonna be by myself." So you're gonna
So
be
do
up
I
there.
start as soon as I see the numbers or no?
So soon when you see the countdown get to that to the one or zero, then you'll be on the stage.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay, guys, you can find me. You can follow my journey. Instagram, DJP Cosmetics LLC, 2 underscores, and then my personal page is gifted underscore hands underscore Deria, and then you can follow me on Facebook as Deria Page, but you'll also see Deria Stukes. You can find my book on Amazon Prime. Also, we have so many amazing things coming up for this year. I actually got selected to be on a reality show, to do a lot of amazing things. The move to California, the storefront that we are opening, a lot of amazing things that we are literally doing in the year 2025 is so huge. And I just want to encourage you all, whoever feel like they can't make it. Listen, I was there before. Just understand life gets better. Don't be afraid to jump off of the roof. Don't be afraid to take leaps of faith into things that you have never did before, things that you have never put your hands to. You can put your mind to it. You can do it. You can actually do it and become very successful at it. Do not put barriers on yourself. Don't put barriers on anything God has called you to do. Move in faith, walk in faith, talk in faith. That's another thing. Speaking things that you can hear so that it can be played in your mind that yes, you can do it. You can do it, and I'm rooting for you.
Man, you said don't be afraid to jump off the roof.
Don't be
Woo!
afraid. You can't be afraid.
Now, that
You
was
can't be
powerful right there.
afraid. You can't be afraid to jump off the roof, because if the house is burning up, you can't. What, you gonna sit there and cave in with the house? You gotta jump off that roof. You gotta take that leap.
I love it. I'm gonna have to steal that from you. Don't be afraid to jump off the
Guess
roof.
what? Tag me. Whatever you do, just tag me in it.
I love it. Man, I think you just motivated me with that one. Don't be afraid to jump off the roof.
Don't be
Yeah,
afraid, because
that's
it's
gonna be our running inside right there. Inside right there. Don't be afraid to jump off the roof.
don't be
But
afraid to jump off that roof.
thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you for having
sit
me.
with me.
I love it. Okay. You want me back? Guess what? We got some upcoming things coming up. I say in the second quarter, maybe the third quarter. And just, I mean, you follow me, so we follow each other. So you will be seeing a lot of things that we have going on, and I am so
Attention.
excited. I'm so
Okay.
excited about the grand opening for our storefront. Of course, if you could make it, I would send out an invitation. First, I would ask first, hey, are you available these dates, to celebrate with DJP Cosmetics, and you bring your family or whoever else you're coming with and celebrate with us while we are
Yes.
opening up in California and everything. So I know it's going to be a fun experience. It's just a lot of good things we got going on, and I'm excited. I'm
I'm
so
excited for it.
excited. I'm
I'm
excited.
excited.
I'm
I
I'm
see
really excited because it's happening now for me.
and I
I'm
see the
excited.
glow all over you. The glow all over you. I'm excited for you. Like I said, if faith was a person, you
Yes,
are that person.
I'm gonna go ahead and post that. If faith was a person, and hashtag
Yes, because you got a story with an amazing ending. Like,
Yes,
if people
yes,
wondering about God, they don't got to wonder about it. Just look at your story.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
I'm one of many. Yes, I am. I am one of many. And trust me, like, the warfare, it don't cease because we got an adversary that don't like us. We are hated by the devil. And a lot of people don't, well, the devil, we don't believe in all. That's fine, but we know what it is. When you know what it is, and you know that the whole host of heaven is backing you up, like, you can't lose. It's impossible for you to lose. It's just a mind thing. And when you set your mind, when you reset your mind and set your mind to, wait a minute, you telling me the God that created the heavens and the earth, created everything that I can see, created me, it's in his will for me to win, and I'm not winning? Oh, no, 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 no. You gonna be like, hold on, it's gonna mess you up, because once you get to thinking about it, wait a minute,
Mhm.
he gave me the ability to obtain wealth. You get to thinking about these things and get to chewing on these things, and then your mind begin to reset. Your
Yep.
mind begin to reset. So doubt don't have no place in your mind no more. Even if the enemy wanted to come with some doubt or discouraging stuff, you'd be like, man, go on. Like, go ahead on, because I already know the truth.
Because
I already know the truth, and we got
if
to take
God
the
is
truth.
for you, who could be against you?
That's it. Got to take the truth and walk with it.
Walk with
Walk
it.
in it. Walk
Walk
in
with
it.
it.
Hand
And
in
see,
hand.
that's what people are afraid to do. They're afraid to just walk. And you
Yeah.
lose people, they weren't meant to go with you. They weren't supposed to be there with you. Just keep walking in your
Absolutely.
purpose. Don't
Absolutely.
worry about that. Focus on what the outcome is going to be, the destination. Don't
Yeah.
worry about everything that you feel like you're losing, because when you feel like you're losing, you're actually gaining.
You're actually gaining. And you know what? I want to say this because of the story was so touching. Selena, the American Hispanic. I don't know if she was like Hispanic or whatever, but she spoke Spanish. She was American though. And her friend, someone that she called friend, murdered her. You know what I'm saying? You see that how she got to the top.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady the whole time had an obsession with her. And she
It's a
was
lot of
getting
stuff like that
warned.
going on.
She was getting warned. Like, God was literally showing me, and it was like I couldn't shake the fact that, like, why am I being drawn to her story like this? Like, what's going on? It was a sad story, and it made me feel grieved. And I'm like, Lord, what is this?
Hmm.
Us having these friends, these so-called friends. They are really not our friends.
They do it good too these days. They will make you
Listen,
they love you.
listen.
Woo,
The cover up is real.
real.
And
You
guess
gotta
what?
be
If we don't
careful.
have discernment, like, that girl's story broke my heart, because I'm like, man, she trusted in this woman.
Mhm,
All
mhm.
the lies and everything. She even still trusted her after the fact that she got exposed.
Yep. Yep.
Meet her at the room by herself
Killed that girl.
and killed her when she turned her back. Shot her. She knew what type of gun that would tell. She even knew where to shoot her at.
Hmm. To kill
She
her.
knew, she knew where to shoot her at. That was going to destroy her. She shot her over her shoulder, and it went through and destroyed a main artery that connected to the heart. And
Mm.
that girl bled out.
But my thing is, shooting her did what for the girl?
Guess what? If she's no longer here, she figured, like, oh, me spending 30, 40 years in jail. Oh, I'm young now, so I'll live. I'll get out soon.
But
Just
that
as long
wasn't
as
gonna
she's
make her
healthy.
famous.
But guess what? That wasn't the point. It was for her to no longer exist and get everything God had for her.
That's sad though.
That's
That's
it.
sad. It's
That's
sad.
and
But it's the way of the world though.
when I got the revelation of that, I said, wow. When I say I don't have no friends, I'm real picky about who I do business with in these days and time.
Right. You have to be. You
And I thank God for my husband, because man, he stand on business. He'd be like, if it don't sound right, nope. I'd be like, babe, come on. It'd be me like, come on, think about it. It ain't nothing to think about. I said no, and this is, oh, okay.
but you have
And
to
he'd
be
be
that way.
right. And he be right. He be right.
I'm glad he protecting you over there because
Oh,
you
yeah.
probably like, okay. Be like, Oprah, you got one. You can have one. See?
Yeah.
Thank you, husband.
I prayed, but this is something I prayed for though. And
See?
God gave it to me.
Thank God. Thank
He
God.
gave it to me. So I'm excited about the connection. I am. I really honor connections. I do. I do. Especially when they are pure and just genuine. I love that. I love
Yes.
that.
Yes. Well, it's been a pleasure, man. We had a great conversation. I
Yeah.
can't wait for part two. So you
Right?
can come back and tell me all the great things you got going on still
Yeah.
because God is
Yes.
truly pouring into you and you just bask in the moment.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. And
Yes.
thank him. Because that's God. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing but him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And thank you so much to everyone else out there that's tuning into this amazing episode, man. I hope y'all learned something today. I know y'all did. So thank y'all so much for tuning into this episode. I hope that you have enjoyed the journey of Deria Stukes and all that God has done for her in her life. From resilience to authenticity, Daria's story reminds us that with vision and determination, we can transform challenges into triumphs. So keep embracing your unique power, lead with purpose, and remember your authentic self is your greatest strength. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay strong, stay inspired, and always speak your truth.
Peace, this is Desmond Parson coming on to just talk about the amazing time I had on Breaking the Silence with Nikki Nicole. Thank you so much for the time well spent, the conversation, just the fact that you did your homework, you listened to my music, you got into who I am as an artist. And so again, I thank you so much for creating this platform for artists to have a voice and a way of expression on your platform to the masses. So continue to do great work. God bless.
Thanks for watching another episode of Breaking the Silence. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.